Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing great and everyone is safe and sound out there. Today's lesson is going to be about conditional type zero. In this video lesson, we're going to learn what is conditional type zero, when do we use it, why do we use it, the rule and the form of it, and do some exercises. So let's begin with these sentences here. What happens if you max read with yellow? If you max read with yellow, you get orange. What happens if you put ice in the fire? If you put ice in the fire, it melts. What happens if you put water in the fridge? If you put water in the fridge, it freezes. Study these sentences. Number 1, if you max read with yellow, you get orange. Number 2, if you put ice in fire, it melts. Number 3, if you put water in the fridge, it freezes. All these 3 sentences are facts or truths. Well, we usually use the zero conditional to talk about facts or talk about things which happen as a result of something else. So in these sentences here, we're talking either a fact or the result of something else. So all these 3 sentences contain 2 clauses and are separated by a comma. The F clause always starts with an F, and the main clause starts with a subject, and it is a correct sentence. So the F clause is what we call the condition, and the main clause is the result or what is going to happen. So from all these sentences, we can get the rule of conditional type zero. The rule is F plus subject plus simple present. Then in the main clause, we have subject plus simple present. Now we know from all these sentences that in the main clause and the F clause, both the verbs are conjugated or put in simple present. When we talk about the form of conditional type zero, we normally start with the F clause plus the main clause. For example, if you put water in the freezer, it freezes. And here we get the same rule that we've just seen, which is F plus subject plus simple present in the F clause, and subject plus simple present in the main clause. But this is not always true, because sometimes conditional type zero starts with the main clause plus the F clause. For example, the water freezes if you put it in the freezer. And here we change also the order of the rule, and we got subject plus simple present in the main clause, F plus subject plus simple present in the F clause. But the question here is, what changes when we change the order of the F clause with the main clause? If you noticed here, when we start with the F clause, we always put a comma between the 2 clauses, and we also capitalize the I of the word F. However, when we start with the main clause, we don't put a comma and we don't capitalize the I of the word F. Notice also that we can use when instead of F in many sentences and the meaning still is the same. For example, if you read books, you learn things. We can also say, when you read books, you learn things. Another example, if you hate oil, it starts to smoke. You can also say, when you hate oil, it starts to smoke. Finally, the question is, When do we use conditional type zero? Conditional type zero is used to talk about, number one, general truths. For example, if it rains, the ground gets wet. Number two, we use it also to talk about scientific facts. For example, if you put water in the freezer, it freezes. Well, we usually use the zero conditional to talk about facts or talk about things which happen as a result of something else. Now let's move to do some exercises. So in this exercise number 1, we are asked to match the clauses below. So we have clauses here and we have other clauses here. We need to match them to form conditional type zero sentences. For example, if I am late for class, my teacher gets angry. You can go on and do the others. Let's do number 2. When you put water on fire, it boils. If you click here, the TV turns off. Number 4. When we open a school, we close a prison. Water freezes if it reaches 0 degrees Celsius. Number 6. If you eat fatty food, you get fat. Very nice. Number 7. Water pours if you turn the tap. Now let's do exercise number 2. In this exercise, we've got to complete the sentences with verbs in brackets. For example, in number 1, we have the water if you turn the tap, and the verb here is pour. So what I'm going to do is, the water pours if you turn the tap. You can go on, stop the video, and finish the others. Let's do number 2. If you click on the off button, the TV turns off. Number 3. If you are in Rome, you do as Romans do. Very good. Number 4. If it rains, you get wet. Number 5. Water evaporates if you put it on fire. Number 6. The door opens when you get close to it. Number 7. The camel sits down if you move your hand. Very good. Now let's move to exercise number 3. In this exercise, we are asked to make zero conditional sentences. For example, we have ice 0 below B turn into water, and we have if the temperature. So we need to make a zero conditional beginning with the sentence given using the words. So we say if the temperature is below 0, water turns into ice. You can go on and do the others. Let's do number 1. We have evaporate, you, water, hit, it. So if you hit water, it evaporates. Number 2. Kim takes a pill if he has a headache. Number 3. If you eat junk food, you get obese. Number 4. Plants die if you don't water them. Thank you so much for watching.